The renewable energy landscape is undergoing an unprecedented transformation, an evolution that is redefining the very foundations of the industry. It is no longer just about project engineering or long-term contract management. Complexity has escalated exponentially, demanding a new vision. This change goes far beyond the traditional elements that define the sector. We are now faced with a torrent of big data, real-time market dynamics, and regulations that are changing at an astonishing rate. The interconnectedness of these factors creates a decision-making environment of unprecedented complexity. The new business landscape demands a deep understanding of market fluctuations and the ability to respond immediately to regulatory changes. Agility and anticipation have become invaluable currencies. Survival and growth depend on constant adaptability. In this context, the role of the CEO transcends mere operational management. His or her role is elevated to that of a visionary strategist, an architect of resilience, and a catalyst for innovation. Decision-making becomes an act of mastery, where each choice has broad and profound repercussions. To navigate this complexity, it is imperative to embrace what we call augmented intelligence. This is not an option, but a strategic necessity. It is the fusion of human insight with the analytical capabilities of advanced systems, creating a powerful synergy for the leadership of the future. The evolution of leadership is palpable when comparing the decision-making paradigms of yesterday and today. Previously, intuition and experience were the pillars, complemented by data that arrived with an inherent delay. Decisions were made in a realm of uncertainty, relying on personal judgment. The past was characterized by a significant reliance on accumulated experience and the leader's intuition. Data, when available, often arrived late, limiting the ability to respond proactively. This created inherent risk, where subjectivity could influence critical outcomes. Today, the focus has shifted radically toward the use of cutting-edge tools. Smart dashboards and instant simulations are now standard. These platforms offer a panoramic and detailed view, transforming the way challenges are addressed. Real-time metrics have become the foundation of objective and accurate decision-making. Information flows continuously, allowing for instant insight into the state of the company and the market. This eliminates guesswork and provides a solid basis for action. The ability to process and analyze massive volumes of data surpasses human limitations. Intelligent systems identify patterns, correlations, and anomalies that would otherwise escape individual perception. This mitigates cognitive biases and judgment errors, improving the quality of decisions. The modern CEO no longer makes decisions based on hunches, but rather on calculated probabilities validated by data. Every strategic choice is based on rigorous analysis, minimizing risk and maximizing the potential for success. Uncertainty is transformed into actionable information. This transition marks a fundamental shift from an operational leader to a data-driven strategic leader. Management becomes predictive and proactive, enabling us to anticipate scenarios and act with a competitive advantage. The future is built on the strength of information. The multi-agent system emerges as the CEO's top management Copilot. It is not just another tool, but a cognitive extension that amplifies leadership capacity. It provides unprecedented insight, transforming complexity into strategic clarity. This system offers a panoramic, real-time view of the entire enterprise, from the most granular operations to the highest level of strategy. Every component, every process, every piece of data is integrated into a coherent model. Total visibility is the foundation for superior management. Beyond mere visualization, the system provides deep insights and strategic simulation capabilities. It allows you to explore hypothetical scenarios, assess risks and opportunities, and predict the impact of each decision before implementation. It's a real-time strategic laboratory. A concrete example of its application is the generation of real-time regulatory risk scores. The system constantly monitors the regulatory environment, alerting of impending changes and assessing their potential impact on the portfolio. Anticipation is the key to compliance and advantage. Another critical use case is energy cost simulations, comparing options such as the spot market versus power purchase agreements, PPAs. The system models market volatility and contractual conditions, optimizing the energy purchasing and sales strategy. It also enables the implementation of value at risk (VAR) models for the portfolio. This quantifies the financial risk associated with market fluctuations and unexpected events. The CEO gains a clear understanding of risk exposure and can take preventive measures. The system also generates early warnings for significant regulatory changes. It not only identifies the modification, but also assesses its potential impact on the company's assets and strategy. This enables a proactive response, transforming threats into opportunities. Simulations of strategic decisions are a fundamental capability. They allow for analyzing the impact of revenue stacking, levelized cost of storage, LCOS, or levelized cost of energy, LCOE, under different scenarios. Each variable is evaluated with pinpoint accuracy. In essence, this multi-agent system is the digital cockpit of the modern CEO. From this interface, the leader has complete control and complete visibility to navigate the company through the complexities of the market. It is the ultimate tool for strategic decision-making. This advanced system provides answers to complex strategic scenarios that were previously intractable. Uncertainty dissipates, replaced by the clarity of data and analysis. The most challenging questions find well-founded and actionable solutions. Consider the question of whether to sell an asset before an imminent regulatory change. The system assesses the financial and operational impact of the regulation, projects the asset's value under different scenarios, and recommends the optimal course of action. The decision is based on an accurate projection. Another example is the addition of energy storage to an existing project. The system simulates the increase in the internal rate of return, IRR, and the payback period. It provides a solid financial justification for the expansion, optimizing the return on capital. It also addresses the complexity of long-term PPA agreements. The system analyzes the impact of different PPA structures on revenue stability and VAT reduction. It offers recommendations on the optimal combination of PPAs and spot market exposure. The system's responses are based on real, up-to-date data, the latest regulatory context, and a thorough financial analysis. There's no room for speculation. Each recommendation is supported by quantitative and qualitative evidence. The ability to perform cross-simulations is essential. The system doesn't just analyze a factor in isolation, but rather evaluates the interaction between multiple variables. This provides comprehensive and holistic insights, revealing interdependencies and side effects. Uncertainty, once a constant in high-level decision-making, is now replaced by actionable information. CEOs can operate with an unprecedented level of confidence, knowing that every choice is supported by rigorous, multifaceted analysis. This qualitative leap in decision-making capacity transforms leadership. It allows executives not only to react to events, but also to anticipate them and shape the future of their organization. Opportunities are identified more quickly, and risks are mitigated more effectively. The future CEO is one who doesn't fear data, but rather embraces and leads it. He or she understands that information is the most valuable asset in the digital age. His or her leadership is defined by the ability to transform data into strategic decisions and tangible results. This leader of tomorrow delegates repetitive and processing-intensive tasks to artificial intelligence. This frees up their time and energy to focus on intrinsically human strengths: vision, strategy, creativity, and relationship building. The focus shifts toward formulating a bold vision, defining disruptive strategies, and cultivating a resilient organizational culture. AI becomes a partner that enhances these capabilities, not a substitute for the essence of leadership. This evolution represents a fundamental shift in management thinking. It's not about replacing human talent, but rather empowering it exponentially. Artificial intelligence doesn't compete with human intellect, but rather elevates it to new heights of performance and insight. The CEO of the future is an architect of augmented intelligence, a visionary who integrates technology to unleash the unlimited potential of his team. His legacy will be the creation of more agile, smarter, and ultimately more successful organizations.
La era multiagente no es una amenaza, sino una invitación a redefinir el liderazgo. Es una oportunidad para que los directores generales se conviertan en verdaderos estrategas, liberados de lo operativo para enfocarse en lo transformador. El futuro ya está aquí y es impulsado por la inteligencia.